Hi, I'm Peter from Super Pacific. This is Nick Tigli from Tigli Fabrications. Nick is a customer of ours who's developed this sweet bracket to install a diesel heater in a Gen 2 or Gen 3 Tacoma. And we're gonna run through a diesel heater install in my Gen 3 Tacoma here today.
It's like an interview, man. I didn't plan for this at all, by the way.
Oh, that's good. That's even better.
Nick, what are your strengths and weaknesses?
Yeah,
what are your biggest weaknesses?
My weakness is I'm a really great guy.
Yeah, I try too hard.
Yeah. So this is the original bracket here. This is the Type 2 bracket that I made for my truck initially, and what kind of, I guess, created Tigli Fabrications was people's feedback on it and a desire to do the same thing. So you can see it retains the 110 volt factory outlet. Pretty straightforward. It's a bracket, holds a heater. Pan over to this side, you can see I opted to do my fuel tank on the inside. And hopefully, that's one of the things that I'm kind of working on, is seeing the viability of making it affordable for people. So as a Gen 3 owner, I made my bracket for myself for the passenger side of the vehicle, but there's been a demand for the driver's side. And so we've started working on that bracket, as we mentioned earlier. And that's what we're going to do today in Peter's truck, is install a bracket on the driver's side. So essentially what we've done is we've taken this opening here and put it on to the side of the bed here. We're going to cut it out and then install our bracket. Start drilling some holes in your truck.
Just do it. It'll be fine. You would be fine.
Are you worried?
I can't talk right now. Nothing like the smell of fiberglass. Case closed. And then you just like put heat in it, right?
Okay. You done.
Hell yeah.
Look at that.
That's awesome.
Did you want to, man, I feel like I'm stealing all the fun here.
You're doing great, buddy.
Okay.
I've drilled holes, you know what I mean?
Okay.
These are rivnuts that we use in the campers. And Toyota uses them in the sidewall, so this is like a composite, but they're still using the same thing in it as opposed to aluminum. So Nick laid out and drilled the holes to match his bracket, and we'll just throw these in. And they're kind of cool. As you draw in the threaded section, it crumples the sidewalls out, and that creates a clamp across the material you're setting them in, and it gives you a little threaded insert. Just clamps a little threaded insert on there. And we have like a real nice tool because we do a lot of them. But you can also get a much cheaper hand-driven tool if you're only doing 6 of them to put your diesel heater in. And there you go.
For diesel heater, there is multiple sizes of diffusers that come with it. And so as a result, we're gonna have to do a little improvising here. We made some little spacers that are gonna help clamp the backside.
Let me know if you need a second set of hands.
Yeah. That's the boss talking.
Sweet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why did you want to put it on the driver's side?
I'll tell you why. It's a long and winding road.
I'm here for it.
So I like to put my fridge in the front passenger side of the truck, so that on the road I can like stop and grab a drink or a snack or whatever on the off traffic side of the truck if I just pull over.
Oh, smart.
And then so that kind of drives me having my whole cooking setup on that side of the truck. So I wanted to keep that whole sidewall free, and I didn't want to be putting like my cooking kit up against the heater output. So like, and that also means when I'm cooking in the truck this winter, I'll have my back to the heater coming out, which will be kind of nice. And yeah, I was figuring I'd be sitting there with the heater pushing out that way, cooking facing the passenger side of the camper. And it lets me, I can put like my ski gear and stuff here to dry overnight, you know? So I'm thinking I can hang August in my pants and gloves and shit that needs to dry out overnight up there, and maybe even put our ski boots down here to get the warmth overnight. Yeah, so mostly like kitchen on this side, and I didn't want to interfere with my kitchen because of the heater placement.
Great answer.
Thanks, man.
Great answer.
Beautiful.
Thanks, man.
Through.
Yep.
I meant to ask you, do you have a creeper for rolling on the ground and all that stuff?
No, but I'm a creeper, so I just roll on the ground.
Okay. Yep, there you go. And your bracket's gonna be right here, so just kind of hold it in front.
Bam.
You got it?
Yeah.
Good. That's a lot easier than doing it by yourself. Especially with the Type 1 bracket. The Type 2 bracket, you can put your hand through that rectangular hole that's for the 110 volt and kind of manage the heater through there and then sneak the bracket in. But if you got a second person, they can lift the heater up and you can pass the bracket underneath. It's just 10 times easier.
Everything's better with friends, Lance.
That's right.
Fishery.
Truck.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it is. One of the big concerns, and I think it's a legitimate concern, is water getting on the heater. So this is what we have. It's got a little adhesive here and this little hole right here. So it's gonna pass through. It'll hold the factory mud flap in place and hold this in place.
I'm gonna hide my wires in the wire chase, as is my privilege as a Super Pacific owner. All right. Cool. So we have used one of Nick's brackets and installed a diesel heater in my camper. Went in super clean, not super hard, and I now have like really good heat source that takes up almost zero real estate in my truck bed. Nick, do you have any tips for our Super Pacific customers, X1 owners, for how to like leverage our camper in particular with diesel heater?
Yeah, absolutely. One of my favorite things about this camper, and we actually utilize it for all the trucks today, is the fuselage that you guys have in your X1. So passing your wires through there makes it so clean. In fact, Josh's truck is by far the cleanest. It looks great. You don't see wires anywhere. It's a work of art. So anyhow, yeah, no, it really is. It makes
it's fine.
No, total advantage, and to me, it just makes it look that much cleaner. So, other than that, the bracket, whether it's driver side, passenger side, it's going to be pretty much the same installation. Pretty straightforward, pretty clean, maximizing space.
It's awesome, man.
Yeah,
Well done.
Yeah,
Super stoked
thanks,
on it.
man.
Yeah.
Get the most out of their camping experience with the thermopump installation kit. Now
Right on.
at superpacificusa.com. You don't have to say that.
All right, so this is gonna be the first winter where I've had a heater and insulation in the tent, and I anticipate it's gonna be cozy. I'm very stoked to see what that combo does this winter and stuff. Very much looking forward to camping with my Thermopuff insulation liner and a heater down in the cab, in the truck bed. Heck yeah. It's nice and loud when you bang into stuff.